Hello, how are you doing today? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Selling your home can be an exciting journey, but let's be real. It can also be overwhelming if you don't know what to avoid. Whether it's your first time selling or you're a seasoned pro, there are a few mistakes that trip people up time and time again. The good news, you don't have to be one of them. Stick around because today I'm sharing the most common mistakes people make when selling their home, and more importantly, how to avoid them. So don't let these common mistakes cost you time, money, and stress. Let's start with the big one, pricing. Overpricing is a classic mistake because sellers are often emotionally attached to their home. They don't listen to what the market dictates for their price. And it's important to realize that price of the home now when you're getting ready to sell rather than what you bought it for or even the improvements you made. If you're needing to sell your home, you have to look at the market and see what it's doing right now. Now, I can understand the thought that you want to get the most money out of your house so you can. Makes sense. But overpricing can scare away buyers and cause your home to sit on the market for months, potentially decreasing its value. So you don't want to do that because you could have selling for less than if you would have started at a more reasonable price. Now, on the other hand, underpricing can leave money on the table too. So that key is to find that sweet spot between over and underpricing, and the only way you can do that is by market research. Look at what recently sold, look what's on the market now, and make sure you consult a pro who knows what the market's in and outs in your area. So it's really important that you do that to start out, because if you wait until after you've already put it on the market, then you could already be detrimenting yourself with all of those problems, and you don't want to have those mistakes happen to you. First impressions are crucial. It's one of the first things your buyers are going to see. Is the lawn manicured? Is the landscaping done? Is the front door inviting? A fresh coat of paint on that front door can really make a difference, surprisingly. And now keep in mind that the market has kind of changed from years past, and that the first thing a buyer does is look online, get an idea of the pricing and the size. Does it have the bedrooms and bathrooms they want? Does it have the garage they want, etc. Then once they think it's a possibility, then they're going to do a drive-by before they even contact a realtor to even see if it's available. So they're going to do a drive-by, so that's why it's so important to have that curb appeal. On the other hand, we do get plenty of people that don't ever drive by. We still have a lot of out-of-state buyers that buy sight unseen, because we are kind of a more touristy retirement area here, that you don't necessarily get the same kind of buyers that you would if you're just moving across town or across state. But there are still a lot of people that drive by before looking inside. So don't stop them from setting up the appointment to see the whole property by throwing them off with a curb appeal before you even get a start with them as a buyer. Staging is an art, and it's not an art that I am good at, so that's why I don't do staging, but I can give you some tips about staging. The idea of staging is to showcase your home's best feature and make it feel warm and inviting, so a buyer can actually picture themselves living in the home and not make it feel so much like your home that they're intruding on. So the first major thing you want to get rid of is clutter. You want to declutter, depersonalize, get any pictures off the walls, anything that's going to make it look like your home. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to take everything down. You just want to depersonalize it. And cluttering up your space is going to make it look smaller, and it's really hard to look into all the spaces of the home too, like look in the closets and the garages if you have it stuffed full of boxes. So decluttering, depersonalizing, and another really important thing is to let the natural light in. Now, if you don't have a lot of natural light, if your home is just naturally dark, there are some tricks that you can use, such as using mirrors or using unnatural light. So there is things that you can do, but natural light is the best thing that you can spotlight. You want to make every room feel very spacious and clean, and both light and decluttering do that. Now, cleaning is a very important thing too. You can have a home that's decluttered, depersonalized, but if it's not clean, it's not going to be very easily sold, and smell is a big thing too. Now, it doesn't have to cost a fortune to do this staging. You can make a few tweaks, it will make a world of difference. Like I said, just cleaning is a huge deal, and with your decluttering, you're going to get rid of a lot of things that you're not even using. you don't even want anymore, but it's just been there and you haven't got rid of it. So it is very important to declutter, and it'll help you move too. So trust me, first impressions matter inside and out. Choosing the right real estate agent is critical. You want someone with experience, someone that's gone through negotiations before, someone that's experienced different kind of purchase loan products, someone that has marketed your type of property before if you're selling. You want them to know about the local market and knowledgeable about it with not only pricing, but any hiccups that you may come along with inspection or taxes or appraisal. That they actually actively market your property, not only by putting it on the MLS, but using other resources, radio, word of mouth. And if you're in the area, you're going to be able to tell people about it. You want an expert on your side so that you're not taking a huge risk on selling your property. I recommend that you don't go with the first agent you talk to, but you interview a few and see if it's someone that you feel comfortable with and confident in their knowledge and expertise. It's definitely an investment that will pay off in a smoother transaction and often a higher sales price. Now, when you list your property for sale, hopefully you'll have plenty of showings. Something your agent may talk to you about is getting feedback from buyers who see your property, don't necessarily make an offer, but maybe ask questions, or even if they don't even ask questions, the fact that they looked at your property showed that they have some interest in buying it. So you'd like to know why they didn't make an offer, or maybe why they looked at it but didn't ask more questions. So usually the best way to do that is get feedback from the agent who showed it. You want to pay close attention to that information that you receive, either if it's from the agent who showed it or the buyer who showed it, because they're going to make sure that you're aware of any concerns that they saw when they were walking through the home, or maybe there's something that you can easily fix that you weren't aware of, maybe a minor repair, paint something that maybe had some chip paint, and it gives you a time to reevaluate your pricing. Do they think it's priced too high? Is it priced too low? Does it need too many repairs for the price that it's at? But I also need you to realize as a seller that it's kind of difficult to get feedback from agents and buyers right now. There was actually a lawsuit where an agent gave a seller feedback from a buyer after a showing, and that buyer later turned around and made an offer on that property, and because of the comment that the buyer made and the agent passed on, the seller was much more stringent on their negotiations. They made them pay full price, they wouldn't give them any repairs, and they told them that at the closing table. That would be a bad place to be. So be prepared if they don't give you any feedback. That doesn't mean anything. Everybody's just being cautious, but it is always a great idea to ask for feedback, because it could be something that you could make your house more readily available to buyers, or it may just not be something that worked out for them. Maybe they're looking for bigger, maybe they're looking at a different town, maybe they wanted acreage, who knows. But anyway, it does a nice thing to get feedback so you can have somewhere to go from there. Here's a tough pill to swallow. Ignoring small repairs now can cost you money later. Buyers are going to notice those little things that they see when they walk through the house. Maybe the faucet's dripping, maybe there's peeling paint in one or more spots, or a squeaky door when they open it. I know it sounds like something really little, but it may feel like there's more issues that can lead to bigger issues and bigger problems lurking behind the walls. So it makes a buyer very cautious when they see several repairs needed on a property. So before you list, it's a really good idea to tackle those repairs. If you've got a honey-do list, get it finished before you list the property. Now, your future self will thank you, because you don't have to do them later or delay a closing because you have to get repairs done and get somebody out there to do them. Another good idea is to consider a pre-listing inspection, so you can be confident that your home will be in ship shape when that buyer does the inspection. Or they may be so happy with the condition of the home when they do the walkthrough, they may just skip it and say, hey, you got this thing locked up, and that can save you time and money. To help you avoid these common mistakes and navigate the home selling process with confidence, I've created a free seller's guide. It's packed with valuable tips, checklists, and resources to get you the best possible price for your home. See the link in the description below and download it now. Selling your home can be a complex process, but by being aware of these common mistakes and taking the right steps, you can increase your chances of a successful and stress-free sale, if that's even possible. Now, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone who might find these tips important. And remember, the more you know, the better your results will be. Don't forget to subscribe for more real estate tips and tricks. Thanks for watching and have a blessed day.